everybody. So before I open real quick, I know everybody's talking about what happened with my karma video, my 5.5-hour video that was reposted and edited and retitled on someone else's channel. It has been handled. She was actually very nice. Turns out she was a subscriber. She really liked my videos. She wanted to promote the videos. She had no intention of stealing anything from me. She didn't have enough subscribers to get paid on them yet. But she was honest about it, and I appreciate that, and I respect people that don't hide behind a curtain and act like they're not there and they did nothing. So she was honest. I like her. She really came up front and said, I had no intention to rob you like that, and I'm sorry. And I did tell her that editing videos, cutting things out, and retitling them with no face, you know, obviously I don't have my face on here, is an issue. And I don't think she understood how the plan payments work on YouTube. So she hasn't made that bracket yet to understand how that works by views, but she understands now. She was really nice. She took the video down on her channel. So everything is taken care of. I'm sure it won't happen again. I don't want anyone to be super upset with her, so I just wanted to put that out there, that she's a nice person. She seems like a very nice mother of 2 boys, a very nice young lady, and I in no way have any anger or malice towards her. It doesn't feel like it was an intentional cruelness or it was an intentional theft. I think she just didn't realize. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. So my Ugly Truth podcast is not hated by me. I don't hate her. I support her. She is a local community person here in our community. She subscribes and she likes my videos. And thank you for your support. If you're watching me, thank you. I just wanted her to know that that was not the way to promote. That was not the way to do it. If you guys do want to promote any video of any reader, the proper way is to go on your community section and share the link. The full video and picture of the person will pop up on your screen, and then you can share it with your subscribers and other people can see those videos. So that's a good way to share videos, okay? Always share the link. Whatever you guys do, don't take it upon yourselves to download it, spend hours editing it and retitling it and uploading it on your channel. That would be copyright infringement. That's an issue. So that being said, thank you, markers. I will get a watermark. One of my besties in California sent me a little rock. It has just Keep Swimming 1111 on it, and I'm going to put that over here when I do readings. So I'll always have that on there in the future. So starting tomorrow, probably. I haven't found it. But let's go ahead and get on into the reading. I just wanted to clear that up before I started, so everyone knew to show love and support to my Ugly Truth podcast. I have no hate on her. I'm not angry with her. I appreciate her honesty when she was confronted with it, and I think she knows how to do it the right way now. I don't blame her. When I started my YouTube channel and I didn't have, 3,000 subscribers at the time, it is confusing, and you don't know how to get paid, and you don't know how to promote yourself and have a channel, and you don't understand all those things. So I completely understand that she didn't understand what was going on with that. And so no hate, no hate. And if you're watching, I love you. I'm not mad. Thank you for taking it down, and thank you for being honest. Okay, moving on. We're going to go ahead and see what's happening in the Divine Lovers. We're going to find out, masculine and feminine, what you guys are experiencing. Okay. So I feel this is masculine and this is a feminine, just to start off, okay? These are my own oracles, so we're going to go with that. This is masculine. No wonder I switched it around. Masculine, we have temptation. Someone's always watching. I'm not always coming down on the masculines, but the masculine energy, I think the reason they have a lot of what you would call low vibe energies is because they're more earthbound. They're more earthly. They are the heavier weight in physical reality. Um, they are dense in this physical world. They don't spend a lot of time astrally, spiritually, and they're just made more earthy. So a lot of masculines are tied down to this earthbound situations, which can be sexual, physical, materialistic, and very reality. Okay, so a lot of masculines are dealing with real reality, human temptations. And divine feminines tend to be a little bit more ethereal, a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more airy, feminine energy, male or female makes no difference, but the feminine energy is definitely more spiritual, watery, and airy, and just not very physical. Okay, they're a little bit detached from the material world and the physical world. Yes, we both live here on planet Earth. We're all physical, but it's the energy that I'm referring to, just the energy. And the energy of the masculines are very earthy. And so what we have here is temptation. Someone's always watching. So masculine, maybe someone's always watching you, or maybe you're always watching someone. But another aspect is you are being watched. And it's almost like a testing, a spiritual testing. And so you're being tested through temptation of other feminines, male or female, makes no difference. But other feminine energy, for a lot of you, it is females. But the feminine energies are tempting you, seeing what choices you're going to make, seeing what you're going to do, seeing if you're going to fall for devil card kind of stuff. Okay. So believe me, we're all tested, but masculine, you're especially right now being tested. And I think they're testing you on your morals. Morality is one of the biggest testings for you right now. And what are you being tested on? Well, sexual morality, number one. Also familial morality, which would be for your family, and how you treat your family, how you treat your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, your children, and your spouses. Okay, on a moral aspect, how are you treating the people that love you? How are you treating the people around you? On another morality testing, I think you're being tested financially. There's some kind of financial testing for you as how much money you make, if you do right by it, if you're doing right by the money you're making, if you're lying, sneaking, cheating, thieving, those things are coming up. Also just responsibility with your money. Are you taking care of your responsibilities, or are you spending things on little pleasures? Are you putting money away for your family, or are you spending it on drugs or sex or parties or cigarettes? Not that everyone shouldn't smoke cigarettes. I even smoke cigarettes socially, so nothing against smokers. But I'm just saying, if you're hard on money, where are you putting it? Are you buying beer, alcohol? Those are all morality. Those are all devil card addictions, devil card issues. And again, we're coming up with this devil card issue for the masculine. I'm calling it, I feel it, I see it. It is what it is. And so this is, a walk through hell's fire, if you will. And you're just always being watched, masculine. And that is from a universal standpoint, okay? I seem like a smoker type stuff. Oh, I seem like a smoke. I don't smoke. I really don't, and I shouldn't because my lungs are not so great. I had pneumonia a couple times in my life, and especially with Corona, I haven't smoked at all. But if I ever hang out with friends out for drinks, which is like once every 2 years, or if I go out with my masculine and just sit outside under the stars, I might have a couple puffs on his cigarette or someone's, I don't buy my own types of cigarettes. The only time I do smoke cigarettes is when I do a cigarette spell, which is really fun. I love cigarette spells. Ooh, I love me some cigarette spells, guys. It's fun. That is one of my favorite spells, cigarette spells. I love them. So anyways, you should try it. Those are so fun. They really are. But if you hate smoking, you won't like it. I'm a closet smoker. No, but I have been interested in cigars lately. I've never tried a cigar, but I've been thinking about a cigar. I don't know why. See, look, someone says, ever try cigars? See, you're reading my mind. Anyways, yeah, I've been thinking about cigars. So maybe it's this time of my life. I know Vedically there's some reason why people crave cigars. I've never tried a cigar in my life, but I've thought about it. So anyways, it sounds nice to me, and some nice, you know, I don't know. What do they drink? What do they drink with cigars, guys? Whiskey? Okay, I don't know. What do you drink with cigars? I wanted to try that one day. Just have a nice glass of something and do my little cigar thing and be cool. Brandy, there you go. Yeah, so Scotch, brandy, there you go. I want to have a cigar night. Who says girls can't have a cigar night? Okay. You tell me, because I can totally see me and my girls having a cigar night. But I don't really have that many friends, guys. I have one very good friend in California. I have one very good friend in New York. Geez, now that I think of it, they're on separate ends of the continent. And I have one very good friend here, which I rarely see her. Even before this, I rarely see her. So I have very few friends, mostly because my friends are mothers, and mothers have lives. And do you know every single one of my friends are single mothers? Isn't that weird? It is what it is. So we're going to move on. So masculine, you are tempted right now. And you're being watched. So be careful, because these are all tests. You will fail or you will pass. That's up to you. Now, what's going on with the divine feminine here is ascending. And this is unleash your power. You're rising up, divine feminine. You're becoming wiser. You're becoming, I would say, more gifted. I think you're really following your psychic path and intuition right now. And I think that you're ascending as in your gifts. And I feel like you're becoming more intuitive, more psychic, more magically gifted. I think that you're being a lot better at what you eat, watching your diet, and also messing with herbs. Okay? Herbs, maybe weed. I'm just kidding. Hey, maybe weed, but really on a real note. Herbs as in natural healers. I think you're looking into roots. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing roots, be it ginger root or God knows what other kind of roots are out there. I feel like maybe you're going to get into some kind of a root tea, or you're going to be looking into, you know, just teas in general, you know. There you go, Ali, plant meds. Yeah, plant meds. I think you're looking into natural, holistic ways of healing yourself and healing others. So I think you're really into that right now. I also see that in your future, you're going to start hanging herbs. I don't know what's up with that. Hanging herbs. Maybe drying them out. Maybe you're going to have your own garden. You're going to hang them. I think a lot of you haven't ever done that, but you want to do that. I think you've always envisioned yourself doing that. And I think in a past life, you had a nice little cottage where you did hang herbs. And that's something that you're going to do, be it mint, be it basil, be it cilantro, be it lemongrass, you know, whatever. I think you're going to hang them and use them in teas. And I think you're going to start doing more tea, like natural tea. Tea where you actually have the actual leaves and everything in there, and then you kind of soak it in that little sifter, the strainer, whatever you have it. Pour the hot water in it, drain it, and drink that. And I think turmeric, I'm hearing people really like turmeric. And turmeric may be something that you're really into. So this will be in your future if it's not happening already. The other thing I feel for the divine feminine is you're branching out. You're making connections. You're making friendships. You're getting in touch with other people, maybe other readers, maybe friends in your town. Maybe you're joining social groups like online. Just connecting. I see a lot of connecting with people, maybe just over the phone or texting. Maybe you feel like you're connecting with your neighbors on a different level. Connecting with the world in a different way is what I'm hearing. So I think you're growing up. Your spirit is growing up. And I don't care if you're 20 years old or 60 years old or even 80 years old, you are growing up and maturing in your spiritual energy. I do think you are the trunk of the tree, meaning that your children or your friends and family are all sprouting from your knowledge. You're giving life to other people's enlightenments. Kind of like a teacher, a leader. So I think that what you do is an inspiration to others, and you're planting seeds in other people, and they're branching out and making other connections. So I think that what you're doing is really good. I think that you're reaching a certain group of people, and they're hearing you, and they're taking what you say to root, to their heart, and they're spreading the good word about something that you're doing, okay? Let's go ahead and get some more info for you guys. What's going on with the masculine and the femme? Okay, masculine. Nope, that's a feminine. Masculine. Bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess of Fire. She's awesome. So between you guys, you have a lot of passion, a lot of romantic energy, really fiery, also creative. You have a spark. You have a fire between you. These things don't get burned out. There's a definite attraction between the both of you. But the High Priestess of Fire talks about candle magic. So I do think that she is instigating or inspiring some kind of candle magic. And candle magic is getting more and more popular these days. You know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, candle magic was not that popular. But the more it's been on YouTube, the more it's been on social media, the more it's been on TV, I think people have really started thinking, this is awesome, I could do that. And even if it's not candles, bonfires, you know, people writing things out and burning the paper is definitely picking up on popularity. And its roots, and it's funny because this whole reading today is about roots, the roots of you guys, but the roots of candle magic really is just ancient, extremely ancient, just really, really ancient. I can't even begin to say how ancient, just before there was ever a Europe, before there was ever a Europe, ancient, okay, Egyptian ancient even, if not older, probably older, Sumerian ancient, okay, this is just really old, and the thought behind this is just the elements. You know, you've got your fire, your earth, your air, and your water, and those are the elements. They do represent north, south, east, west. The elements are represented in those areas. Feng Shui, Vastu is all represented in those areas. So there's a lot of energy between you guys. It's a magnetism. And the energy of fire talks about creation, the spark. Think about Aries, the birth of a new season. Fire energy, the spark, the beginning, the alpha. And that's why a lot of the Aries element people, okay, which is your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, are the beginning. They're the alphas. All the fire signs are the alphas because they are the leaders, the instigators, the ones that inspire. They are the first. So the fires are the first. Aries is the first of the fires. So Aries is a little bit more ultimate. But this is between you guys, and this is the alpha. I do feel that both of you guys are alphas. Both of you guys are leaders, okay, which is very attractive. And how many people are attracted to alphas? Raise your hands. Who's attracted to an omega? No one's going to raise their hands. You know, alphas are the attractive ones. Let's just be real. It's not just because of their looks, it's because of their energy. And so this is extremely attractive. And I feel like you guys are both leaders in some sense. And I do think there's a link of magic between you guys, okay? A link of fire. But mostly your fire energy is that you're both alpha. You're both strong-minded, strong-witted people, okay? Intelligent and creative. Let's move on to the masculine. Success, congratulations. I think you passed a test. You may come down on yourself a lot, masculine, but don't. You're actually very successful. There's been some temptations and you have done well. You have done very well at avoiding some of your immoral temptations. So high five, masculine. You have passed a lot of your testing, if not all of them. You're definitely on the right track. You're on the right path. Let's go ahead and look at the femme. Perfect. We have the moon for you, girl or guy. And look at that black cat. This is all about intuition. It's all about secret things, hidden things, deep intuition and knowings that you don't talk about, you just feel. These things can't be expressed in words. They're just felt. They're a knowing. They're a feeling. And so feminine, you are definitely changing again in your powers. The divine feminine today is coming in very strong as a psychic. Yes, look at this black cat with the little moon on her head. Isn't she cute? I miss Mittens. I miss Mittens. I want the kitty cat. I miss my kitties. I wish they were my kitties, but the kids overtook them. They're actually the cats for the kids. But I love Mittens. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a dog. And I told the kids the dog will be mine. No, I'm just kidding. Like, Mom, it's a family dog. We want our own dog. I'm like, I'm going to get a dog at the right time, when it's right. So probably within 6 months. But it has to be the right fit, because this is a family member. It's a baby. It's going to be with us forever. And I don't want to get an animal that doesn't mesh well with us. I kind of want the dog to pick us. So I'm not going to be too hasty. I'm not going to be too hasty and just pick out of thin air. I have to meet them and really make those decisions. So I don't know where to go for that, but I'm really leaning over a pit bull. And I love them. Staffordshire Terriers is what I'm looking into, or even an American bull, an American pit bull. And I like them because they are the best family dogs. Okay, I don't know why I went there talking about dogs. Sorry, guys. Pisces Dory moment. Okay, just keep swimming. I'm going to focus on this reading. Maybe someone here is really into dogs. Okay? But we have a cat, so this is a battle of the cat and dogs. I will have both in my home, okay? I'll have fish, cats, and dogs, all right? And I even think my sister-in-law is going to get a guinea pig. So we might have a little farm over here, okay? I'll just need some ducks and a pond in the backyard. Anyways, we're going to have a house full of animals. I love animals, but we have this cat who is extremely intelligent. Independent, a raw cat. This is a creature that is very natural in their habitat, in their element. Under the moon is a bunch of lavender, and I don't know if you guys can pick up on that, but it is a beautiful purple, and the moon is just shining over. So this is about dreams. It's about the subconscious. Again, I think the divine feminine has been having dreams every single night. I just think you're going through that, and I think you're awakening, and again, these messages are coming through to you. You're really connecting to the other side. And if you're not having these kinds of dreams, are you at all curious when you're scrolling through your TV channels, trying to look into ghost kind of movies, or movies about horror or death, or movies about magic? Movies about maybe even werewolves, vampires, supernatural creatures. You might be called to the other side. You're being called to the other side. Now, is it the dark side? No. But do general people view the moon as the dark side? Yes. Yes. And we have a black cat. I mean, that is the dark side. The blackness just means the subconscious right now. It's not a bad thing. It's just the deep, the subconscious, the unknown, the fearful, the, it's kind of an uncomfortable energy. And believe it or not, divine feminines are very comfortable in an uncomfortable energy. You are an explorer. You would probably go downstairs in a dark room and not be scared. I think that you would be kind of interested to talk to spirits or see what they want. What I'm feeling is you're just not scared. This is fearless, okay? And a lot of people that read the moon card think, oh, you must be scared. No, this is fearless. Cats can see in the dark. And I feel like the divine feminine is quite comfortable in the unknown. You know, for example, me. You guys saw my reading the other day, or well, it was like a month ago. That little thing that jumped across my screen, it was a clip. And it moved by itself. It was caught on camera. It was weird. And there was even a shadow in that reading. And there was clearly someone there. And before that, the doorbell rang. And nobody was there. So that was very interesting. There's definitely a spirit communicating with me. And I have had other weird things happen, like the garage door will open on its own. And it's secure. It shouldn't do that. But there's definitely something, and I'm not trying to scare my kids or anybody. I don't think it's a bad spirit. It's just probably one of my family members. Guys, I have a lot of dead people. You know, I have my first fiance, well, you know, that had passed away when I was 18. And I had my kid's father pass away. I had my father pass away. And my grandfather pass away. Not to mention my two great-grandparents pass away as well. So I have a lot of people on the other side, but the ones that I'm closest to would definitely be the fellas in my life, my dad, my grandpa, and my kid's father, and my other fiance at the time. So there's 4 men that I definitely feel deeply connected to on a very intense, intimate level, that I don't think would wish me any harm. I've also in the past been trying to reconnect with my ancestors, my great grandma in particular, who was very spiritual. I don't want to say witch-like, but there were rumors she was. But then again, she was very Catholic. So I don't see why they were accusing my extremely Catholic great grandma of being a witch at the same time. I don't know. She was Native American. They just thought Native Americans were witches because they believed in spirit and other things. So I just think she was a spiritual woman, and she died when I was born, so I didn't really meet her, but I wanted to connect with her and her mother, and my aunt, my grandpa's aunts, and my grandpa's sisters. So I've been trying to reconnect with them. And I will. And I feel like that's a very spiritual part of my family. And so that's my Native American side. But I have also been wanting to connect with my Celtic ancestors, and that would be my mom's dad, and his mom, who died when he was a young boy, and her mother, and her aunts, and so on, from Scotland and Ireland. So I've been trying to connect with them because I feel they have spiritual powers as well. So anyways, if you're like me and you're trying to connect with ancestors or even your own family members that you're close to, I feel this connection. And I feel like you are reaching them, and they are going to come around. Maybe through animals, maybe through a cat. I feel a cat may be a sign, maybe a stray cat, maybe a kitten you're going to adopt, or a cat you're going to adopt. There's some kind of an energy attachment with them. I also feel like some weirdness will just start to come out of you. Recipes you've never known suddenly put into your head. That's a sign of a grandmother that's passed on. Thinking of a recipe or thinking of some kind of a design or decor in your home that does not fit your normal decor. Maybe that's an ancestor trying to reach you through something. Also, heirlooms and items that have been passed down. So if you are, recently being passed down heirlooms or items that belong to your great-grandparents or parents, whatever have you, there are energies connected to those items. And so there is this connection that the Divine Feminine is trying to make with her ancestors, okay? And male or female, makes no difference. You could be a male in this energy, trying to connect to your grandparents. Even males are spiritual. My grandpa that passed away, you guys know him. I told you guys about him when he passed in December. And he was spiritual. He was, extreme Catholic, of course, but he also did tarot. He did tarot in his 20s, and he never told anybody that. My grandma didn't even know that. Of course, she didn't marry him until he was 28, so she didn't know his younger days in the Army doing tarot for his buddies, and he told me some stories that he was right, that he did some tarot readings for one of his soldier friends and let the guy know that his wife was cheating on him and going to be with another man in the future. And when they did return back, that did happen. And he also predicted, some scary things. I think he didn't want to tell me, but he predicted a couple deaths in his tarot. So he didn't tell anybody that. And he told me, and I'm like, oh, look at my grandpa over there doing tarot. And nobody would believe it, but he told me himself. And he supported me on this channel. So of course he's going to connect with me. And he's a man. He had a feminine energy. My grandpa was also a Leo. So again, that fire energy, maybe you guys have a lot of fire ancestors. So anyways, he's there with me. My dad was also another man, and he was very alpha. My grandpa and my dad were very alpha. In fact, every man I've ever been with is an alpha, but spiritual. And my dad was also, he did magic. My dad did magic in high school, and in college, and he had done some spells, of course, before I was born, all these things, and he warned me. He kind of got into some dark magic, and he told me that, you know, what can come back and what happens, and he could lift objects with his mind and move things across the room. He had, what do you call it, telekinetic gifts? What do you call that? Where you can move items. Can't think of that gift at the moment, but he had that. He was also psychic. And he had strong intuition, good people reading skills, telekinesis, there you go. And he was a very good meditative person, and yeah, he was awesome and very smart and sensitive. He cried a lot. He was very nurturing and gentle with me, and he was, you know, he was my dad. So extremely close to my father, who was also spiritual and knew magic. He was very good. He was very religious, Catholic as well, but, you know, funny how they meshed together. Somehow they meshed together. But he was into that. Candles, rituals, magic, things of that. So if you're connecting with, you know, any kind of ancestors, be it male or female, it doesn't matter. It's their energy. And I think that divine feminine, I'll move on from this message, but I definitely think you're connecting to your spiritual, magical ancestors in some way. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's get a message from the masculine to the feminine. Okay, masculine, what say you? What should you say to the divine feminine in your heart? Dun, 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 dun. Are you ready? Keeping secrets. So feminine, I'm not telling you everything. There's more to the situation that meets the eye, though. So he doesn't want you, or she doesn't want you to judge them right now based on your own assumptions, because they are keeping secrets from you. They're hiding things from you. They don't want you to see the whole picture. They're not showing everything on Facebook or social media. They're not telling you everything when they talk to you. There is more than meets the eye to this situation. And I don't feel like it's a bad secret. I really don't. I mean, the vibes that I got off of that card was like a good secret. Like I'm going to come back and recommunicate with you secret. Or I've been thinking about you and fantasizing about you secret. Or I'm dying to reach out to you and can't get my mind off of you secret. Or, you know, whatever this is. I've been spying on you. Someone's always watching. You know, maybe they're spying on you, hun, and that's their secret. But they're definitely keeping secrets, and you'd probably be surprised at the truth of what that secret would be, okay? Because they have strong feelings for you is the vibes I'm getting. It's a very good, happy vibes. Bottom of the deck, which is the subconscious energy, what's really on their heart and in their mind, like, you know, subconscious, in their deepest feelings here, we have remorse and regret. I cry so much, and I hurt so much, and I regret so much, and I'm sorry. And so this is the underlying feelings of what's going on in their heart, you know? And again, these things may not be verbal, and they may not be making these kinds of expressions physically, but believe me, they have remorse and they regret. They regret some things with you guys. And that may be their deepest, darkest secret, you know? They may not want you to know that, but that's the truth. So masculine, if you're watching, what is a message from your divine feminine? You want to know? You really want to know? Are you sure? I'm nervous. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Race, rewind. What? Stop. Put the brakes on. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the phone. Wait. What? Let me read this. Are you ready, masculine? Are you ready for this? I don't even know if you just saw a glimpse, but are you ready for this? Your divine feminine says to you, masculine, moved on, buddy. Over it. I'm ready for new love, healed, healing, new perspective. Now, for the people that are watching me that are like, Stephanie, I'm never leaving my masculine. I love him. I'm not over him. You'll get there. This card does not mean that you are cutting off your feelings for somebody. That is no way in hell what this card means. It does not mean you stopped loving them. Because when you love someone, you never stop. You all know that. Real love just doesn't stop. But The energy of focus and intention and obsession and codependency and not being able to let go of them is gone. That is gone. We have moved on. We're not interested in an attachment. We're over it. We're ready for new love. Now, whether that's a new person or them, just refreshing our lives and just being new together. You're just ready for the new. Those cycles are squashed, okay? Woohoo! So you are healing or you're healed, and this is your new perspective. Yes, this is a new perspective. And you guys heard my clock. Obviously, it's time. It's about time. And I think that a lot of us, and like I said, if you're watching and you're not there yet, you know, this could be your near future, okay? And I'll get to some timing cards in a minute. Sorry, I can't talk today. I'll get to some timing cards. But really the ultimate energy here is you're just ready for new, guys. And you're like, look, I love you a lot, but I am so past last year, so past 2-3 years ago with us, you know, so past 20 years ago with us, whatever. I'm just so past it. And I love you always so much, but I am ready for new. So I am super excited to jump on board with you and let's both be new, or I'm just super excited to see the new me and just see what happens, you know? And so this is a whole happy new energy. And I think your masculine is refreshed. Masculine, are you watching me? Are you refreshed? Like, all the pressure is off your back, masculine. There's no more stress. There's no more pressure. There's no more evil eye on you. There's no more focus on you. Your divine feminine is saying, bye-bye. I have moved on, okay? I am healing or healed, and I have a whole new perspective on us and life and everything. Bottom of the deck here, and this is why you're ascending. You know, you are becoming a stronger divine feminine. This is why you're getting more into your psychic powers, your abilities as a reader, your abilities as a feminine with power, your herbals, you know, all those things that you're getting into. It's because you've moved on. And if you had not moved on, and if all your energy was still poured into the masculine, you would not be ascending. But see, now you don't have an anchor anchoring you down anymore, holding you back. Now you've released that and you're ascending higher. And the only way your masculine can follow is behind you now. You're going to guide the way. You're going to be your own alpha. Bottom of the deck energy is Mercury retro. The past returns. Everything. We'll get there. First, someone said, or someone super chat, thank you so much. Who is this? The Legend of the Phoenix. I love you, girl. Thank you for the $1.99. Okay, I got 2 cards here. Oh, shiznit. This was stuck, you know, thanks to Maddie putting coffee on my cards that one day. Some of my cards got stuck. So you have 2 cards, Femme, for your subconscious energy. So masculine, with the Mercury retro card, it means your divine feminine has moved on, but don't think that she doesn't think about you. Don't think that she hasn't visualized or manifested a future conversation with you. Your feminine has moved on, but he or she is still looking forward to some kind of a reconnection in the future, okay? Just because they moved on doesn't mean that they have stopped loving you or quit hoping for more. Thank you so much, Linda Award, for the $3.33 on PayPal. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because they feel like it's a fated love. Soulmates, divine love, past life, and just unexpected. When you get a fated love, you didn't plan on it. It just happens. So your divine feminine feels that you are still soulmates, you are divine lovers, and that you still have a past life together. And, you know, they didn't expect to be thinking about a reconnection with you, you know, they're just hoping. This is really, I'm just hoping, but I have moved on energetically. And so your moon is like, your emotions are really balanced, okay? Good job. High five, divine feminine. Can we just all stop for a minute and just breathe in this good energy? You are both doing amazing. For once in my readings, the masculine is successful. Congratulations, it says. Okay. In passing temptations and testing. And the divine feminine is actually in a very good balanced energy. This is once in a while that I get a beautiful, nice, balanced reading like this. So far, it's really good. Is there some past to deal with here? Yes, yes. We have remorse and regret, and we have a Mercury retro, you know. So I don't know when Mercury's going to come retro again, but we're going to keep an eye out for it. Thank you, Kwani Leverstein, for the super chat. I appreciate that. So if you guys could let me know in the comments when the next Mercury retro happens. I want to say it's going to happen in May, but I could be off. I don't know. But just let me know, because I think by the next Mercury retro, there will be a reconnection in communication. Okay, and I think that's going to be coming up because fated. So I think that you guys are going to be talking again fairly soon. Okay, bottom of the deck for the both of you is I'm so tired of the same. Okay, you're both tired of what has been. The bottom of the deck of the masculine is blocked, feeling restricted, blocked, communication and or emotional blocking, and walls up. So again, the masculine's keeping secrets and blocking you from feeling what they're feeling, seeing what they're feeling, and knowing what they know. Thank you, Elizabeth Acosta. The Mercury retro is June 18th. Okay, so by June 18th, I do see a reconnection. This Mercury retro is going to happen, and there will be a reconnection. So what, you guys got, what, a month? A month and a half, you know, a month and 3 weeks pretty much left before you guys are going to reconnect. And I think that's perfect timing. That's when this whole thing kind of mellows out, this whole corona business, and we can get back to at least seeing people on a regular basis while being cautious, and that's pretty good. So a Saturn into Mercury is going to be fierce. Wow! I love it. I love it. And that is the Brooklyn way, girl. Yes. So, okay, we're doing good. Let's get some fortune cookies here for the both of you guys. These cards are available on my website. Please go to jks1111.com if you're interested in having these for yourself. Funny, the first card I picked was Deep Thought is Good for the Soul. Reflect. Okay, so I think that's kind of the overall what's going on between you guys is some very good reflections inside yourself. Very Virgo, a lot of hermit work is being done. Okay, some of these cards are the wrong way. Okay. All right, so we're going hermit mode. We are definitely reflecting and looking in on ourselves. We got a little tower moment here. Sudden changes. That was the wrong way though. Choose wisely. And woke. All right, so I'm going to keep shuffling here. Oh, okay. Well, that definitely wants to come out. We're just going to keep it. Are they the same? We're just going to go ahead and take it. What's going on between you guys? One, romance is on the way. Romantic feelings. So there is going to be some flirting. There's going to be some touching. There's going to be some winking. There's going to be some connection. There's going to be some flirting, okay? There is romance on the horizon, okay? It's coming up between now and June 18th. We have the Tower. Sudden changes are near. So whatever, you know, stuck, blocked, dramatic and, you know, energy you guys are in, expect that to stop. Okay, there's going to be a Tower to kind of end the drama. Then we have pain. A broken heart welcomes death. Okay, and so there's some pain, and I don't think the feminine's moved on. The feminine is not experiencing pain, and I have to be honest, masculine. The feminine's not, but masculine, you are experiencing the pain. Okay, and like I said, if there is some feminines that are not at this place yet, you'll get there. You'll get there. You might still be experiencing some pain yourself. Okay, there might be a feminine out there that, you know, is and disagrees and thinks, you know, there is some pain that I'm still dealing with, and that's okay. That is okay. The next card I have is the sun will come out tomorrow for the better. So for the better is the energy of this card. Okay, for the better. Everything happens for the better. The pain is for the better. It creates new energy. And the last one is time to take out the trash. Declutter, guys. Declutter your rooms, your lives, your feelings, your hearts, your minds, and your house. We've been saying this. It is time for spring cleaning. And maybe a lot of you guys are doing spring cleaning, and you are decluttering your life. Your lifestyle, your friend's status. the junk in your house, the junk in your trunk may also be decluttered. We all got a little junk in the trunk. All right, so that's that energy. Let's go ahead and get a card for the way the masculine thinks in regards to you. What is the energy of the masculine's thoughts in regards to the feminine? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Lucia Rio, why or what is Jamise getting kicked out for? What is her problem with her and her baby's mom, who she's living with? I don't answer personal questions on here, love, but if you're still on at the end, I'll try to get you an answer, okay? So the cards we got for the Divine Masculine's thoughts and situations in regards to you is karma in reverse. So they used to think that you were a karmic person, but they don't anymore, okay? They used to think that you were a karmic person. They used to think that you were negative. You held some kind of a low vibe. But the truth is they really miss you now. And there's a past life between you guys. Do you see how that's the couple in the past life right there? And then that's them today, kind of. So there's a past life connection. So the way the masculine thinks now in regards to you is you're not karma. You're not a karmic person like they thought you were. The next card I have is physical ailment. Kind of a messed up energy, but you kind of caused them pain. Okay, masculine, I'll call it like I see it. Masculine, you're like feminine, you stress me the hell out. You cause me physical grief and pain. Like I am hurting seriously because you stress me out. It makes my back hurt. It can make me nauseous. It can give me a headache, a migraine. I could feel physically ill, like, you know, just like nauseous. You just feel like the feminine takes you out, man. The feminine just really can stress you out and cause your body to just react in such a way. And this is mostly because of your remorse and regret. You're crying. Obviously, that doesn't make you feel good. You hurt so much. Obviously, that's taking your immune system out. Obviously, that's making you feel bad. And don't forget, I did a karmic reading the other day, and I told you guys, karma is a real thing. It's going to come back and bite you. You have to fix your karma. You can't just go on and ride off into the sunset. That was my 5.5-hour video. You can't. And if you are interested more about the masculine reading here, go watch that. It's 5.5 hours. Take it into 3 pieces if you need. But it tells your whole story. And it's just like you can't just go off and live life normally carrying that much karma. It does turn into a 10 of Wands, okay, which is a heavy burden. And you might have confused this heavy burden with the divine feminine causing you so much karma. And you are experiencing karma. We have the karma card. It's not in your favor. So there has been some physical pain, maybe even financial in some aspect. Most couples argue over financials. The 2 top things that couples argue over statistically is cheating, number 1, and number 2, financials. But it's always either the infidelity, the unfaithfulness, or suspicion of it, or, you know, financial problems, you know, lack of responsibility and lack of support. So clearly, if that is your karma, let's deal with it. You know, if your karma is unfaithfulness and financial irresponsibility, what do you think you're going to get in return? You're not going to get true love, and you're not going to have financial stability because your karma it's stacked up very high now. You're in debt. Now, are you passing your testing? Yes. Are you trying to do the right thing? Yes. Are you thinking about doing the right thing in some way? Yes. And I think that's all good things. And I think this tower is going to be the answer to everyone's prayers here. But this is what you think in regards to the femme. Feminine, what do you think in regards to your masculine? What do you think? Ooh, I got 2 cards as well. I like the 2 and the 2. That's great. The first card I have is separation, the number 11. And this separation is obviously very painful. What's on your mind, you know, when you think about your masculine, is the separation hurts. It's very painful. And you did not enjoy the separation. We also have surrender, and it's a number 10. So I see a 10 and an 11. Progress, moving forward. Okay, and this is you surrendering the separation. And if you ask me, she's found her joy. She has found her bliss. Her body is on point. She is out there stretching. Her legs are spread. She's like unbalanced. She's clearly enjoying herself on the beach. She's feeling great. And if you're a man, clearly you're not spreading your legs on the beach like this. But the energy is surrender. And you've surrendered the separation. You have made peace with it. You let it go. You're like, so be it. You know, que sera, sera. We had a beautiful love. It is faded. I will reconnect with my love when it is in divine timing. Whether it's in this life or the next life, I will reconnect. I haven't lost my masculine. I am just in a space of separation. And I'm going to enjoy the separation and love myself. I'm going to treat myself to some sunshine. I'm going to treat myself to a vacation or a beach. I'm going to treat myself to maybe a really nice bikini. I'm going to treat myself to a tan, and I'm going to take up yoga or some kind of fitness regimen or routine. I'm going to love myself again. And I'm going to heal, and I'm going to surrender the pain that I once associated with the separation between me and my masculine. So again, the feminine is in this moved on energy. And high five, femme. Do your thing. Do your thing. You're really, again, balanced. And you know that if it is a faded love, why would you ever be separated? So you've decided to just come into union with your divine masculine spiritually. And so I think a lot of you guys feel married or deeply connected to your masculine spiritually. And that is good enough for you right now. Right now, that is enough. And you're really at peace. And again, you're connecting to nature, you're connecting to animals. And, you know, there's someone said revenge body. There you go, revenge body. You're going to look so damn good, they're going to wish they never separated from you. Go get it, femme. Go get it. And that's for the fellas too. All my fellow feminines, you know, go get it. Go get you some. You're going to have a banging body. You're going to have a beautiful appearance, handsome appearance. And believe me, that high vibration of self-love is going to attract anyone, and especially your divine lover. And you know this, man. You know this, man. So expect the Mercury retro, this reconnection, because you know they're going to want them some. And masculine, if you're watching, you know you're going to want some buns, hun. Let's not play. Let's not play. Don't forget the divine feminine is psychic and intuitive and knows this, man. So there's no hiding. There's no hiding. Ain't no shame in the game. Bottom of the deck, which kind of, I don't know if it's both of you or just one of you, but we definitely have this grief and anger. So yes, there's been some grief and anger, and we're over that. I think a lot of us are just getting over that. But that is an underlined energy. We're going to go ahead now and pick some tarot. We all love us some tarot. I'll be using the Witch's Tarot from Ella Dugan. This is on sale, I think, for $30 or $40 on Amazon, if you guys are interested. Unless they're sold out, I don't know. But a lot of people have this anyways. Masculine. Well, well, well. Who do you miss? Don't forget, you can come on my channel and say, I don't miss her, Steph. I don't want him, Steph. Don't you lie to me. We got keeping secrets. We got remorse and regret. And you want to know what came up in your tarot? Oh, nothing but the moon and the 8 of Cups. Separation. The walking away. This is a breakup. Yeah, you have walked away from the femme. The tarot is showing that you left. And you're very emotional about this whole thing with the moon. but also you can't get your mind off of it. It haunts you. It calls you in the night. You think about this in your dreams. You feel the pain and remorse and regret subconsciously. It's always there in your energy. It's always there. And so you're constantly like, you know, kind of gazing off in the stars. Maybe you look at the moon at night and you think about her or him, or, you know, it's just late nights, they're on your mind. As soon as you lay your head down on that pillow, you're thinking about that person. So that's kind of an intense energy, is it not? And again, I think you're regretting leaving this feminine. Let's not mince words. You are. You're regretting leaving the feminine. Why are you having regrets? I know you all are dying. No, I'm going to use a different one. Okay. I use the masculine madness. Why do you regret leaving your divine feminine? Because clearly you have some sleepless nights. And clearly your body is hurting and aching. You're not feeling so great. Okay. So we got a few things here for you. The first one is my inner demons. Nobody understands the darkness inside me. My inner demons, but my divine feminine. Okay, so nobody gets me but her or him. Nobody gets me. I have so much going on inside stuff. You know, the divine masculine has so much going on. Yeah?
We're not going to get my tomatoes and a sandwich because...
Oh, she said she would.
No, she would.
She just said so. Don't pick my chairs. No. That will break them. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mom, she won't do it.
Oh, look, she has it. She just showed me it. There it is. She went back in the kitchen. Mariah, can you show him? Because he doesn't believe you. She's sharing. Okay. So anyways, we also have, thank you for showing me what true love is. Unconditional. So divine masculine, now you're thinking, God, my divine feminine loved me unconditionally. That means it didn't matter how much money I made. It didn't matter what I looked like. It didn't matter how old I was. It didn't matter if I had issues or not. It didn't matter if I was suffering with inner demons. It didn't matter. My divine feminine loved me wholly, fully for what and who I am. And so there's a big regret because you do realize that. Mariah, please come show him. He's crying now. Okay. And then the other one is isolated. I'm so lonely, but I just want to be left alone. Isolation, hermit energy. And so this is you, masculine, just saying, I feel really alone. And in this isolation, in this quarantine, I've really been thinking about my actions. I've been pondering very deeply about what went down between us, and I feel obviously really bad about that. Oh, and we have a little fire energy coming in. I said please right now.
She's mad at me.
No, she's not. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
She's going mad at me.
Okay.
I can't do this. I'm doing
Here, you want this? Come over here. There's no more noodles. We have this. Or you can have a tomato sandwich. Okay, we'll give him that. Alright guys, I'm back. That was just a short one. Okay. Okay. So anyways, now we have some fire energy. I fantasize about you every night. Seduction. Woo! So there's definitely this attraction that is still there between you guys. And the masculine really feels it. The masculine maybe is looking back in their memory, some pictures, some strong energy about how you guys used to be intimate and what that used to look like, okay? So your masculine is really just like, geez, you know, I messed up. I had a diamond. I had a diamond in the rough. I had a beauty. I had a handsome person. I had a good person. Not only did we have an unconditional love kind of connection, we also had an unbelievable chemistry sexually. And so the masculine is reminiscing and thinking about that. Are you not? If you're watching me, masculine, are you thinking about your intimate connection, okay, with your femme? Because clearly, you know, you are. Or maybe you are just having some serious dreams. Let me know in the comments if you're a masculine and you've been watching this, you know, male or female. Have you been experiencing some sexual dreams in regards to you and your feminine? You know, has this been an energy that you've been experiencing? Is there DMs here? Because obviously if you have been, you're regretting kind of the breakup and the separation. And, you know, DM, if you didn't leave your feminine, maybe she left you or he left you, but there's definitely this secret remorse, this secret I wish we could reconnect, you know? And I think that you just want to be single and alone. And I think the masculine, whether they're in a karmic relation or situationship, I think really what's on your mind is, I think I just need to be alone. And so masculine, I see you taking some time out for singleship. This is just you and masculine alone. And you just want to be on your own and reflect and just kill your demons. You want to go through them on your own. And so this is a time of reflection. And this could be the tower, you know, masculine. You could be going through a major awakening, a major change in perspective, or even both. That plus a separation from a karmic energy. Okay, so this is definitely, definitely a big red flag. That you know that you still miss him or her, and it's time to reconnect. And you wish you could, and I do think you will be doing that. She's getting them right now. Be patient. Do you hear those buttons? Those are yours. So calm down. He's just whiny, guys. Okay, let's move on. We got your energy, masculine. Let's get some femme. By the way, bottom of the deck I didn't show you guys was Four of Swords in reverse for the masculine. And Four of Swords in reverse is a lack of peace. It's a lack of healing. It's a lack of mental peace. Four of Swords upright is about peace mentally and healing and mental stability. And it's about gratefulness and gratitude and just meditative state. And when it's in reverse, it's complete mindfuckery. It's just, I have so much going on in my head. I can't make sense of it. I have headaches. I'm stressing. There's always things on my mind, and I do not have rest. My mind does not have rest. Okay, so Divine Feminine, let's get some tarot for you. Oh, okay. That was fast, and I dropped one. Whew, a lot of swords. The Divine Feminine could have very strong air energy. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but that's very strong in this reading, and I just want to put that out there. We have Capricorn, and we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here. Okay, we also have Scorpio. Okay, the only water sign I see here is Cancerian or Pisces. So I just wanted to put that. Oh no, I said Scorpio, so my bad. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio is here. Because of the moon cards and the Eight of Cups. And for the air energy, we have the swords. Okay, oh, there's more swords. There's 3 swords for the feminine. Feminine 100% has air energy. Strong Gemini, but there's also strong Libra. And then there, after that, third would be Aquarius for me. And then over here we have devil energy. So Capricorn is the only earth that I feel. So anyways, let's move on. Divine Feminine, what you want to say to your masculine is, you broke my heart. You destroyed me in so many ways. You have managed to completely betray me and harm me in an emotional and mental capacity that kind of knocked me off my feet in a bad way. I fell for you full-heartedly, wholeheartedly. I fell madly, truly, deeply in love with you, and the betrayal was unsurpassable. Uh, I've never been betrayed by anyone like this before, and that's what I'm feeling here at this card. And so the divine feminine is really wanting the masculine to know this, that whatever you did to me hurt so very deeply. And I do feel there was obviously a third party situation here. Okay, whoever else was involved, it could be a parent, friends, could be another lover, but there was somebody else that instigated the breakup or instigated the pain. You know, there was somebody that chipped in just to put a little salt in the wound. Okay, it's like shit was already kind of hitting the fan, and then this third party just really threw a wrench in it and just really took something that was at least hanging on by a thread and just threw it over the edge. So I feel like shit was already kind of really going crazy, and then that just completely sealed the deal. And so there was this terrible separation, and I do feel it had something to do with Facebook. I feel like somebody found something on Facebook. I feel like a feminine, or it could be masculine, but somebody found it on Facebook and discovered that there was a lie. And because we have Page of Swords and Ace of Swords, I feel that the divine feminine commented on a picture or a post online and called them out and said, you're full of shit. Or at least they screenshotted it and texted the masculine and said, look what I found, you're full of shit. Or there was some kind of an argument over the phone about some information they came across through some means of technology. Maybe a friend, Page of Swords, gave them a message and said, I found this about your person. You should take a look. Or maybe you found it by yourself and commented it. Maybe it was on the masculine's friend's page, and the divine feminine came across it and saw it and said, wow, that was a wake-up call. That was a moment of clarity. That was an aha moment. You're full of shit. And so I feel like the divine feminine got pissed and spoke some truth. And I don't think it got better. I think that, I think it got worse. And you guys obviously had a separation. And I think that really hurt the divine feminine. And, whatever this information was that caused this huge turmoil between you guys, I think that it got put out there publicly. There's other people that know about this, I guess I want to say, incident. Other people have seen it, liked it, they know. So it's been a problem. I'm just going to put it there. It's been a problem. And whether you called someone out on their bullshit or you didn't call them out, something was discovered. And with the Page of Swords here, it has to do with information. Okay? This could even be someone hired a detective or a PI or had a friend, go on the masculine's channel, hello, someone's always watching, and look over there because maybe someone was blocked. And so they said, hey, friend, can you go on this person's page and tell me what you see? Because obviously I can't see the post, or obviously I can't see what's going on. And the friend, much obliged, and said, yes, I will do that. And you found out some incriminating information. And boy, did it hurt. It just hit you in the gut. Maybe you saw these people in a relationship on a family vacation in somebody else's arms. Maybe you saw them spending a birthday or having a birthday party, maybe that you helped pay for, or they were wearing a shirt that you bought them or something, and they were with somebody else in their arms. Maybe you thought they didn't even have a social media, and then you found out through friend they have a social media and they didn't even tell you about it. They were keeping a secret. This could also be someone had a dating account. You didn't even know they had a dating account, but someone found they had a dating account. You know what I mean? This is kind of the incriminating stuff. Maybe you found out that the person you were dating wasn't single. They had somebody else. They were together in a social media account or something like that. You know, also a lot of what happens for people is marriage situations. You think somebody is separated or divorcing, and then you find the other spouse's account and discover that that spouse still has pictures of them up with their last name. And so, you know, obviously the family still believes they're married and there's no separation going on. So I'm getting winded here with all these ideas, but this is what's coming across for me with information with the Page of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, it was true. So there was some incriminating evidence that was unfortunately true. You know, a picture says 1,000 words. There's no hiding the truth in a picture, which is incriminating and very painful. And this is the painful truth. And I think the Divine Feminine is like, yep, that's what did me in, stuff. That's what freaking did me in. That was the cherry on the cake. That just, maybe not the final draw. For some of you, it was the final draw and you moved on. For others of you, it was the starting of an event that would last a year or months, you know, an event that would be the cause of all your arguments, an event that would eventually lead to so many disagreements and many separations and back and forth that eventually ended up to a huge separation period and eventually led to a huge fight or a blocking. And just brokenness, brokenheartedness. This could also involve children because we have the Page of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius baby, which you know, would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio baby in tropical. So one or the other. This could involve them. And so this is just, you know, feminine. Your side of the story is, Steph, I freaking was looking for the truth. Page of Swords, I was looking for it and I found it. And I busted their ass. And I am brokenhearted. This is why I have been so much in pain. But in all my brokenness, I found myself. I have moved on. I've healed. I have surrendered this social media drama. I've surrendered it. And I have definitely just moved on with this toxic energy. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. And so, you know that you're over this. You don't like the reminders. You probably don't even like me bringing it up because it could be a trigger. It might have happened a year ago. Could have happened 8 years ago, you know, whatever. It could just be a trigger, but, you know, let's move on. Steph, new story. Well, we have the Mercury retrograde. So I'm kind of lingering on it because it's going to come back. The past will return. There's going to be a everything. So I'm glad you moved on, but just keep in mind that there's going to be a reestablishment of this connection. Why, Steph? Why do I have to be reconnected to this being? Why can't I just move on? For you karmic relationships out there, you're going to move on and you're never going to think about them again. And you're going to be done. And you're going to go find somebody new because you're not in a divine relationship. So for a lot of you guys watching me that you're ready to just close the chapter and never look back, and you use the words narcissist, or you use the words lowlife, or you use the words diseased, STD, or you use the words, you know, a-hole or biatch, or, you know, if you use those kinds of words like loser, there you go. If you have words full of aggression and animosity, disdain, and hate, which are those words, if you have any of those affections, and, you know, then no, you're not going to be back, okay? So, and I'm not coming down on anybody here. I'm just telling you that you are in a karmic relationship, or this was a karmic relationship for you. It was a lesson you learned and you moved on. Therefore, this part of the reading, not even ascending, will not be for you. Maybe the ascending a little bit. But a lot of the magic, psychic abilities, candle magic, divine feminine kind of energy, that won't be for you. The only parts for karmics that you would agree to this reading would be moved on, found out the truth, smarter than that, surrendered the separation. That would be the only part that applies to people in a karmic relationship. Okay, the part that applies to the people that are watching in a divine partnership is the soulmate connection, the fated love. Okay, this is a past life situation. It is karmic in nature in a way because it's going to come back around. We have the past, reread everything. This is going to come back, soulmate energy, and you're not going to expect it. It's unexpected. Okay, so even though the divine people watching are also wanting to be done and just moved on, you're still going to experience the comeback. This is the comeback. It's not over yet because there is a soul tie. Karmics do not have a soul tie. Karma in a way is a soul tie because you have to go through a lesson. But karmic relationships get detached. They're not strung along. They don't have a soul tie. Karmic relationships are black and white. It's a lesson and then you're done and you move on. There's no attachment. There's no looking back. There's no regrets and remorse. In a divine relationship, there is a superior connection. Superior in the means that it's unconditional. That's when this card comes in. Okay? That's when I love you, no strings attached. Whatever you did to me didn't make me stop loving you. This is where it requires ascension, higher thinking. This is why karmic people can't think higher. They think on a low vibe, which is I'm done, cut off, over. High vibe is I'm done, I'm detached. I'm no longer in an energy connected to them in a low vibe. I still have unconditional love and a soul connection, and when it's the right time, we will reunite. But I'm able to walk away in peace and go into myself and rise in a wiser, more spiritual way and stay connected to them spiritually, emotionally, but in a healed way. And to where you guys can just be very friendly, very forgiving, very loving, where you're always connected and it's not going to bother you if you have a physical separation. It's just you know that you're connected deeply at a soul level, not a physical, sexual body level. Karmic energies are physical, materialistic. They are connected to someone by sex, and they are connected to someone by money, or they are connected to someone by contract, you know, or a physical living agreement, you know, and then they can just step away. Once all those connections are severed and cut, they can move on. That's karmic. Soul level, soulmates, and twin flame energy is very different. You do not just disconnect because the physical has been separated. You still have a spiritual, emotional energy. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to be clear for everyone watching, so you can kind of know what side you're on in this reading, okay? Because it's really important that you know what energy you're feeling at this time and who you are in this reading. That's really important to know. That way there's no comments that are like, I'm so done with them, they're a narcissist STD a-hole, or I'm never going back. Your reading is wrong. I'm not going to Mercury retro with this person. I don't want a reconnection. Why would any self-loving feminine want to tolerate trash? You know, I get readings like that. So please, if that is you, then like I said, it's a karmic relationship. If it is not you, then it would be a spiritual tie. And you would never say those things about that person because you would not have any animosity, hate, disdain, or unforgiveness or anger, and you wouldn't be labeling. You wouldn't be labeling this person because you would see them on a soul level and you would see them on a very deep level. And you would also see them as a part of yourself, which is your shadow side. And if you love who you are fully, completely 100, then you love your shadow side and you love your light side.
Mom, this does not bring my car in.
Bring his car in.
He's not finishing his food.
So bring the car in. She's bringing it in now. And so, sorry guys, I lost track here. Where was I at? I don't know, I forgot. I lost track. I got disconnected with the kids. Sorry guys. Anyways, do you guys get my drift? Obviously you're getting my drift. I just felt I needed to clarify because I do get some comments a lot of times that, you know, like I described, and I just want people in my readings to know where you stand. That way you can understand, okay? So there's no hate on people that are in a karmic situation. I'm glad you're watching, and great, you've moved on, and you're ready for new love, and that's wonderful. Only parts of this reading will resonate with you, okay? If you're in a soulmate relationship or twin flame, all of this reading will resonate with you, okay? And you will be drifting off into a Mercury retro energy, where, like I said, in June, there will be a reconnection. Why? Because you're always tied to that person. And usually when someone comes into union with themselves, they usually become into union with the masculine as well. So as soon as you're feeling 100% inside of yourself, your masculine or feminine is sure to follow. Okay? Okay. So let's move on. Oh, and someone said you don't resonate because you're still hurt. You haven't moved on. I get that. And these readings are timeless. So don't do that over here. Do it back there. So for the readings that don't resonate with you, if it means that you're kind of coming in on a third wave, you know, you're kind of coming in, we have waves of energies. If you're kind of coming in new to this and you're just starting to experience these things, know that this will come to pass. It will come to pass. It's cyclical. It will come to pass. Just may not have yet, but you will get the energy of healed soul vibes, and you will be able to move on at some point. When you've gone more into this journey, you will have been able to move on. It does take time. And, you know, again, there's some people that did this years ago. There's some people that haven't done this yet. And there's some people that are going through this right now. You're finally feeling moved on. So you have to see where you resonate and have faith for the future. But anyways, let's keep going. Bottom of the deck here is Five of Swords. So right now there's still some discontent. There's still some an unfair battle, you know. But what I like about the Five of Swords is somebody walks away. So, who's walking away? I got two answers for you. One, both of you walked away. But masculine, you walked away first, I think. It could be reversed, but I think you walked away first. Second, feminine, you're walking away now. You know, there's a time where you're walking away now. Okay? And I think that right now you're closing the chapter. You're closing the door on this. But I just feel like with the Five of Swords, there's a forfeit. It's a hollow victory because you're not fighting to the, you know, with the swords, clang, 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 fighting to get a winner here. There's really no winner because, yeah, someone got all the goods. They got all the swords. They won in name. You got to keep and collect what you fought for. But it really wasn't a fair fight. Because you didn't fight someone to the death. You fought until they walked away. And now there's no more fighting because they have left the scene. And so masculine, you can't fight by yourself. You can't continue to be in low vibe by yourself because the feminine has decided to just disconnect from you emotionally and just kind of step away and let you deal with your own stuff. And let the feminine deal with hers or his. This has allowed a beautiful separation, which has led to the defeating of karma. And I think you guys are squashing your karma because of it. And this is why you guys are ascending and passing tests. Because you guys are actually achieving status. So like I said, high five! High five! We're achieving status. Yes. Hope I didn't lose everybody. Let's get a big loud message of the Akashic Tarot for the masculine. Give me an Akashic Tarot for masculine. Spirit, what beautiful message do you have for this being? Seven of Keys. And I also have the Lookout. Interesting. The Lookout and Seven of Keys. So there's something coming up for you. I just wanted one card, but I'll just go ahead and take the two. The Lookout is the Tower. We have the Tower here too. So we definitely have some Tower energy, masculine. You're going through a big change. This could be the separation of you and someone. It could also be an epiphany. You finally see the light, that you really do, you have regret, okay? And you really want to make up for that and heal this. And this could be your secret. So what you're going to be experiencing is the Tower, and then you have this ascent. I like that the feminine has ascending and the masculine has ascent. Capricorn energy, again, I think there's a very deep connection for both of you on Capricorn. Either your 10th house or the sign of Capricorn. And please check your D9 Navamsha chart, your divisional chart. Remember, I follow Vedic. So if you're tropical, you can also apply this to your own Capricorn and tropical. But if you don't have Capricorn in the 10th house or some kind of big sign for you and your person, check your Vedic out, okay? And see if you have it there. And also check your D9 in Vedic. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and read this for you. So you're climbing the mountain. I forgot to tell you my own advice. You're climbing the mountain, masculine. There's an obstacle, there's an obstruction, which is this Tower. It's kind of something that's been in your way. What's been in front of you? What's been in your way? Karma. Karma's been in your way. Maybe a karmic relationship, maybe a karmic pattern or cycle. Maybe it's an addiction, but it's been in your way for union. It's been in your way to see and wake up and realize who you are and what this connection is. You are ascending to get to the top of the mountain here. So you can see and look at your perimeter and see things thoroughly and clearly. The sun is out. You have wisdom now. You've achieved a great amount of knowledge. So reading the Tower, the lookout, it says, you may have lost your position, but you are free from the heat of the battle. You may find yourself in a sudden or difficult loss, perhaps a job or a relationship, or a major opportunity. This is a very painful challenge. Let me hold this up. And we talked about challenge. This is a painful challenge to have this loss, okay? But you are on the way to a larger than life. This loss actually takes you out of conflict and sets you free to reach for an even higher opportunity. You don't have to be defensive any longer. You're on the way to the right track. You're on the right track is what I'm hearing. So you are recently going through this Tower or separation with karma. There's something that was fated that had to happen for you. It may be your secret, but high five. You're on the right path. And now we'll read the 7 of Keys for you. And a man on top of a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder, okay, is here. He went through a very difficult path to his ascent. So masculine, this has not been easy for you. This sucky path has hurt you in a lot of ways. It's been very difficult. You've had a lot of terrain to cover. It could have even been a long amount of time that you've been going through this. This card shows, get that out of here. Get it out of here, Matt. Okay, thank you. Sorry, he has his power wheel everywhere. You're hearing a power wheel. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue here. Whew. The rope and pistons may have been physical keys for his necessary achievement, but so were his hard work and resolve. So you've been really hardworking at this. This card shows you, masculine, that with all your effort and determination, you have finally applied yourself or can apply yourself to assured success. And you have success right here, and I think you are doing it. This card shows that you are being able to resolve obstacles and unresolved issues. You can reach the top. There could be a promotion or an advance to a major high position. This could be coming up, but understand, masculine, that luck isn't just external, but your hard work and application that brings achievement is here to say that your efforts have been received and are strong, and you are going to be rewarded. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights. So, yeah, you've had a very rocky road. You've obviously had some karmic issues. You've had some distance and separation from your divine feminine. But you have been very successful. in lately, surpassing temptation, cutting out addictions, leaving the right people with the Eight of Cups, leaving karmic relationships behind, cutting karmic cycles, and just done with that. And you're on the way to recovery. So a lot of you who are recovering from an addiction, high five. You are doing so good. You have finally recovered. You are out of an addiction. Keep up the good work. For those of you that have been tempted, and a lot of you, maybe it's drugs or sex or some other form, you have definitely quit doing that. A lot of you guys have quit smoking successfully or quit drinking successfully. You've also quit being in a karmic relationship successfully. You've cut ties with bad friends successfully. And you may have cut your losses. And it may have been a big hit. It may have been a financial hit. It may have been an emotional and all of the above hit. But you took it like a champ, like a pro, like a masculine. And even though you're suffering here from this very difficult karmic climb, you have ascended. And congratulations is in order. So you're conquering your inner demons. And I think that, to be quite frank, you guys are both connecting through dreams. There's no coincidence I have the moon and the moon here. This is fully representative of sleep and slumber and dreams and sleep. I already said sleep, sorry, dreams. So are you connecting with your divine feminine? I think if you answered me honestly instead of keeping it a secret, you would say yes. You feel you are still feeling your feminine emotionally, and you definitely feel them in the subconscious areas of your mind. And if I was to be so bold, can I just say that your feminine is also very much the forefront of your mind, and so is the separation, and you do have secret thoughts of fantasy and reconnection with the feminine, okay? I do think that crosses your mind. A lot of you guys, or girls, you know, masculines, thought, did I mess up? Did I ruin it forever? Is there a way that I can reconnect with the feminine? And you're really thinking about that, because a lot of you guys are thinking, how can she or he still love me after everything that I've done? Would they ever take me back? Would I even be welcome back? Is there even a possible path to reconnect and have a beautiful connection? And so a lot of you guys have these questions, and so that's what's on your mind, okay? But you are very successful in doing the right thing and clearing your karma. You're listening to your intuition, and you're listening to your inner voice. So you're doing very good, and I'm very proud of you. Hi, Gemini DF, you're a new subscriber. Hi, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. So let's look into the Divine Feminine's energy with the Akashic Record. I'm only seeking one card. Hopefully I get that. One card for the Divine Feminine, please. Let's get some energy for you. What energy do you have? Okay, one card. I have 3 of keys. Bottom of the deck is Archangel Gabriel, which is the wake-up call, and more ascension. Okay, beautiful. So this 3 of keys is the chess game. I notice a lot of 3s in your energy here, so Empress. The 3 of swords, the 3 of keys. You had 3 cards come out for you in your name over here, and even the moon is a 3 energy. The waning, the waxing, and the Fool. So you might also be really into chess. There might be a Divine Feminine that really enjoys chess. You're a strategist. You're a planner. You're an intelligent feminine, male or female, okay? You're really good at the chess game, or you're really interested in that. And what I like about the chess game, it's a lot like tarot. It has the kings and the queens. It has the knights. And, you know, it has this energy of pleasure in planning out an attack, getting a win, you know? And so I think the feminine, again, is coming in very much an alpha, an intelligent alpha who is extremely wise. And you're planning your attack very, very well. And I think that you're going to win here. You're looking at the future. So part of your plan is not a quick union for emotion's sake. What you're planning on is a complete union of the souls, so you can clear your karma on this earth. You don't want to reincarnate with this karma. You want to clear your karma. And so part of your ascension is forgiveness. Part of your ascension is a giving attitude. Part of your karma is to learn how to let go and love unconditionally and love yourself and forgive yourself. Part of your karma is to let go of your past. All of the above, you know? And I think that you guys are just really planning on living a full life, as happy as you can be in the present moment, as full as you are, and not wanting to ever reincarnate with this drama again. So you're not looking at this in a present here and now sense. Okay, what your chess planning move is, I don't want to reincarnate with this again. I want to solve these problems. And there's my clock. So I'll read this for you. I'm your favorite reader. Oh, I'm so blessed. Thank you. I love you guys. Okay. So this is a game you play upon a chessboard. Some of the pieces are sidelined, while the bronze queen lies on her side in the playing field. The people represented by these chess pieces are not, wait, I lost my track, are not usually those you meet for enjoyable pastimes. This is a card of political and social conflict. Divine Feminine, you may be in store for some difficult interactions in a group setting, such as boards, directors, corporate hierarchies, management, disruptions, or conflicted family situations. Those sides seem to be clearly divided. Many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Deceit in this card is very present, and you may not be at all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. It's time for you to take an emotional or even an actual step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the argument or situation may become. No matter how challenging, try to maintain an inner peace. Don't participate in any battles or allegations, but don't let yourself be deceived either. You're no fool. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally. Very swordsy. The people around you are serving all their own agendas. Try to detect and detach from this objective. Treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom without being misled. There may come a time for you to leave or distance yourself from the situation, but because of circumstances, it may not be here yet. For now, let yourself be a knowing observer and watch. So, okay, we do, for some feminines, have a watcher. We have the masculine being spied on. We have the spy card of the Page of Swords. And even this oracle card detects some scent of observation. Now, this can be very subtle, where a feminine's just sitting back and observing the energy and not participating in the drama or the karma or the arguments, just moving on, just taking a step back from all of it, which is very subtle. There may also be a divine feminine that you are keeping an eye socially. During this separation on your cell phone here, you may be keeping an eye through social media, just seeing what's going on. Is that good advice? I don't know. Follow your own intuition on that, because it's going to be different for everyone. Some of you guys are more involved in your relationships than others. Do I recommend spying for someone that's been disconnected for a very long time? No. I recommend, if you've been disconnected for some months or years, to fully detach. Well, I would say 6 months or more. If it's been 6 months or more, no communication, my suggestion is just put down the phone, just don't feed that energy anymore, let it resolve. For those of you that have not been separated for very long, then I say go ahead, check up every now and then if you'd like. My warning is, if you keep checking up, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, you might find out some information that is very hurtful. Okay? And if you're ready for that, Remember these words. If you seek and you will find. If you knock, the door will be opened. If you are going to open up Pandora's box and you're going to look to see if your person is being good in some way, then obviously there's an energy of mistrust. And if you have an energy of mistrust, you're feeding the energy of doubt, deceit, and mistrust. And your thoughts and emotions become things. You might insequently, accidentally be feeding an energy you want to stop creating. So think about that and just make sure, again, trust your own intuition if you're doing it with the right intentions. If you're innocently just on social, just seeing what's going on, just to see how someone's doing, if they're alive and well or they're sick and you haven't heard from them, and you just want to make sure that they've logged on and they're okay, then that's a healthy intention. But if you ever get yourself in the vibe where you're scrolling down the past 6 months, 3 months of likes and comments, then you might find out that you're actually feeding a dark energy. And that's where you should kind of just, I would recommend, just stop yourself. Say, I'm done, and if you're not there yet, that's okay. Like I said, some people are not there yet, but a lot of feminines have moved on and they're not interested in continuing the spy game because they've already discovered something that hurt them very, very much with the Three of Swords, and they've taken action, which is a Ace of Swords, a new beginning, a moment of clarity, an aha moment. I'm done. I surrender the separation. I don't care anymore. I just want to move on and be happy. But keep in mind, like I said, guys, there will be a return and a reconciliation here for the divine soulmates. As I finish reading this reading, let's go ahead and get a couple more cards. We're getting near the end here and get some more energy. Spirit, give me one of these energy oracles for the masculine in regards to the divine feminine and what could be the new recent action coming up. Wow. Door to spirit. Upright. That's a very positive energy. So there's doors opening, opportunities, and not only are you really starting to reconnect with the feminine spiritually, because we have door to spirit, you are actually connecting with spirit on a very high ascended level. We do have the ascent for you. You're much more aware and awake spiritually. And so definitely, I think that the divine masculine is opening a healthy, happy door. And this is leading to good things. So let's read this. Let me find my book. Okay. This door opens into an expansive energetic realm, DM, where all the new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are going to be guiding you through clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a very deep understanding of your real identity, the source of all your value and power. You're starting to see yourself through God's eyes, masculine. This door opening is truly unlimited, for the changes that have happened in you go so deep inside the core of your essence. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts, masculine, deepening the connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive and more aware of spirit's presence and the presence of your divine feminine, who is very spiritually interacting with you. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of the spirit world and to the magic and the power of your true identity. And so, masculine, you are really awakening to who you really are. And it's not this physical body. It's your essence. And your essence is obviously connected to your divine feminine's essence. And you are both connecting in a very spiritual, high vibe way, which is telepathic. It's through dreams. It's through emotions. It's by being on each other's mind. You guys are communicating. Yes, you are. And it doesn't matter how blocked you are physically. This is a very strange communication. How do you know you're communicating with this person? Birds, feathers, signs in the clouds, names popping up in comments or videos or you know, movies, TV shows, friendships, reminders popping up, questions about them, running into them, all these different kinds of things. So basically, yeah, synchronicity. Those are going to be signs that as above, so below. That you guys are connecting above first and foremost. And then below, you start seeing signs that you are connecting even physically, and it's coming up. This Mercury retro, June 18th. There is going to be some kind of a connection. And remember, the Mercury retro lasts, I think, 6 weeks. So yeah, June 18th through July, the middle of July, there will be this connection, this reconnection physically. And I do think it will be physical. So anyways, that is the message there for the masculine. Bottom of the deck is attachment. I think you are detaching from wearing a mask. Okay, I think you were being and playing a role that you didn't like. So you're done. You've definitely detached from an older energy. Good job. Like I said, congratulations. High five. You're doing wonderful. Let's get a message here for the Divine Femme. Whew. Okay. Oh, wow. Fire energy, baby. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, and this is very Aries kind of like energy. Super fire. This is the root chakra. And didn't I talk about the roots today, guys? Don't tell me throughout the beginning of my message earlier, I mentioned roots. And now it makes sense why roots were coming up in my reading. You're really in tune with your root chakra, which, by the way, talks about ancestors. And we talked about that earlier in my reading as well. Ancestors, connecting to them. The Divine Feminine getting connected. Where? In the root chakra. What?
My cat puked and I have to pick it up with a cat scooper, and I want to clean out the rest with the vacuum. But I don't know how to use it, but you know that vacuum thing upstairs by your door?
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick up the rest that's...
Okay, I'll help you with that later. That's a shampooer.
Okay.
I'll help you with that when I'm done, okay?
Alright.
Okay. Okay. So anyways, the Divine Feminine especially is connected to the root chakra right now. And the nakshatras with this is Mula Nakshatra, which talks about the roots, cutting of the roots. A lot of you guys have cut the root of your toxic karma. Oh God, do you know how big that is? What was the root of your guys' karma? Whatever that was for you, it's been cut. It's been dealt with. Basically, in lay terms, you have got to the root of your issue. The root of your issue was codependent and abandonment. Okay, those were the real roots to your guys' serious issues. Everything else was just layers on top of the root. But the root was the real bad seed, and the real bad thing that was giving you guys so much trouble. And I don't even think you cut the root. I think you pulled the root up. And I love planting flowers and pulling out the roots and replanting them. You have pulled the roots from a toxic, unhealthy soil, a toxic, unhealthy foundation, which is why we have the two towers. And you are going to go replant yourself in healthy soil. And this is where you guys are going to grow and ascend. So that's very good. And we're going to read this. Number 35. So this is about stability and security. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy from the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense and sensibility and stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely, regardless of any other issues. So it doesn't matter if you have tears, emotions, financial problems. That's not what this means. It means you have cleared space, and it doesn't matter about any of the other problems. You are revealing new energy flowing freely. Okay? You're also, in regards to these issues, which is family and roots and stability, you are clearing your path. So financially, you're getting stable. Emotionally, you're stable. Mentally, you're stable. You know why all those other chakras are being stabilized? Because it starts, number one, at the root. You got to the root of the problem. Now everything else makes sense. How many people here can just raise your hands real quick and say, you know what, Steph? I didn't realize I was codependent, but I dealt with it. I killed the beast. I unrooted that codependent sickness in me. And now everything else is smooth. Now I'm making more money. Now I can sleep peacefully. Now my health feels better. Now I feel like I have a healthy spiritual attachment. Or masculines, how many of you guys, can just say, I dealt with some insecurities about my mom or my dad, some abandonment issues. Once I purged that and I healed from that and I let that go, everything else seems to be moving smoothly. I'm able to connect with my heart chakra. I'm able to connect with my divine femme spiritually. I see what I've done in error. I've cleared up those things and I have a path, And so everyone here can benefit from this card. But divine feminine, this came up strongest for you. So you may have been dealing with abandonment or codependence, but those were the roots, okay? The rest of the card says, whew, okay, even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, feminine, these challenges are the beginning and are being resolved right now at this time. And there's my clock. Archangel Michael is with you, femme, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel the increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. Get out of the water, Matt. Okay. So good job, femme. We're going to get one last card here. Actually, two. We're going to do a map quest and the Elkway. All right, my loves. Divine Masculine, what does Spirit want to say that they know about you? What does Spirit know about you and they want you to know? They know about you. Spirit says, Masculine 29. This could be your birthday. It could be an important number. It could be a symbol for you that maybe means something to you, but you might feel connected to that for some reason. But it says here, coming to life. Masculine, Spirit wants you to know they see you coming to life. You're alive again. There was a time you felt dead and disconnected from Spirit and the world. But you're not. And Spirit wants you to know, Masculine, I see you being born. Not physical being born, but I see your spirit being born. You're coming to life. This is a time for the new masculine, a rebirth of you. And I'm going to read that. They think you're going to be happier and you're going to be much better off. You're holding the globe of blue, which is truth. You're living your truth, speaking your truth, and just being genuine with the world, and most importantly with yourself. So it says here that something beautiful is being brought to your life, Masculine. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over all your years? Perhaps you've shed multiple skins. Maybe you've shed multiple identities. And you've created new ones. Or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time. And Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form of the manifestation is this dream. And once you can come to life and be who you really are, you're going to be so much happier and so many good things are going to happen better than you could possibly have ever imagined. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of God, by the hands of divine. All you have to do is show up. So again, just this rebirth, high five, good job. You've shed skins, you've been reborn, you're reinventing yourself, you're new masculine. You're coming to life, okay? In a very spiritual aspect, all right? Let's get one for the femme. Spirit, what do you want to tell the divine feminine you know about her or him? What do you want them to know you see And what do you want them to know that you want to happen for them? Like, what is the energy of growth? What do you want coming in? What do you want them to know you're aware of? Wow. Woo! Spirit ain't playing. Feminine, you got goblins. Oops. Yeah, shadow side. It's the number 5, maybe also a synchronistic number for you. Spirit's like, feminine, I know your shadow side, baby. There ain't no way around it. Don't try to hide it. I see it. I know this about you. I know you know this about you, but just know that I see it also. This is your shadow side. You have some inner demons, just like the masculine has some inner demons, okay? There's a shadow side, there's a dark side. We all have one. But the number 5 is change. And I think you're getting away from these demons and these thoughts and these dark energies. But you may have recently fought a very toxic energy. You may have a very bad temper. You may have a lot of, how do I say, like a volcano, like pent up energy, you know? He wants you to deal with that. Spirit's like, I want you to deal with it, femme. You're doing very good, proud. Yes, high five, you are ascending. But don't forget you have some inner demons. They're always there. Pay attention to them and don't let them get out of control. Don't let them overrun you, okay? Because they're always there hiding is kind of what I'm feeling. In the dark. You know, they only come out when you're triggered. They only come out at certain times. And it says here, Divine Feminine, fear is an illusion. So choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. And a lot of you guys already have. Goblins are born when you're wounded. And something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. They are there to remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, voices in your heads, thoughts, fears, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, you're victimized, or you're unlovable. They hold you hostage in low self-esteem. They can show up like self-sabotage and that feeling that you're lacking what they need or what other people need. Thank you, John Vaughn. I love you. Thank you, Genevieve. I love you. For the 2222 on PayPal, I appreciate that. So, Divine Feminine, if goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's that may haunt you, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth. However, that signal is you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release any resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of God, the spark of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Ask Spirit to help you. Miracles can and do happen. So let go of the negativity. So Spirit just wants you to know you're doing super duper well. Don't forget, you have the energy of moved on. But he's also letting you know that you do have the spirit, which could be Mercury retro, everything, of goblins. So if you do get triggered or anything pops up to make you think less than of yourself or a fear pops up, don't feed those demons. It's an opportunity for growth. Also, if you're struggling on feeling good about yourself, keep it up. These goblins are going to come give you some self-talk. And I think Spirit's warning us. Hey, if you're trying to drop that last 10 pounds or whatever, you know, that goblin may show up that it's impossible. Or maybe it's a pizza that shows up in your house and making it impossible. You know, maybe it shows up in an old habit, you know. You might get some bad news and then the goblin wants to come alive again. And so I just want you guys to know that, you know, these things happen and you're human, and it's not that you're a bad girl or a bad guy or that you're evil or dark or something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. It's just these things happen. We're all human. And so keep up the good work. You're masterful in your in your healing and ascension right now. But I do think the goblins will come back. So now you know how to fight them. And Archangel Michael is a tool. So always call on him. Okay. We're going to get the last card here for the Divine Masculine and Feminine with the Elquay Oracle. What is the lasting... Oops. Hold on. Let me shuffle here. What is the lasting advice for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine? Let's get one for the masculine. Can you give me a lasting advice and hope and message? A last message for the masculine. What is the message for the masculine? You keep getting her. Shalia, she who creates. Creativity, originality, and spontaneity. You know why? Because you've recreated yourself. Masculine, what I pick up for you is one, artistic. You're a singer. You're a writer. You're a dancer. You're a poet. You are gifted in some form of arts. You're excellent. And you're recreating yourself. I want you to let your hair down, okay, in a sense of speaking, because you could be male or female. Be yourself. Show who you really are. Don't listen to what others have to say. This is the re-emerging of the new you. Not everybody's going to like it, and that's okay. It's about being authentic to yourself, okay? And that's the message there for you. Let's get an Elquay Oracle for the Divine Masculine. I'm sorry, the Divine Feminine. And that's Shalia, I think, if you want to know what that one is. The Divine Feminine fell. Let me grab her. Okay, the last message for you is, she who battles, Aban Olaka, justice, fierce, and commitment. She obviously represents firepower, again, very strong for you. And she who battles for justice, for righteousness, she battles for truth. She's a fighter. She's been wounded. There's been some very hard fights. Divine Feminine, you've come up against a lot. Know that you are the victor. Know that justice is yours. Know that you are righteous. You are on the right path. Keep fighting for the good. Keep fighting for righteousness. And keep fighting for justice. It's not going to be handed to you. And Abanalaka knows this. She knows that it's not a handed over victory. It's a fought for victory. And so keep doing the badass things that you're doing because you're winning. And that's really what I'm hearing here. Even though her arm is a mechanical arm, it's like her arm felt cut off. She put on another arm. You can't take her down. And I think the message for you is, you can hurt me. You can stab me in the heart. You can even wound me very bad. But you can't take me down. You can't take me out of the fight. I'm unstoppable. And so your message is to continue being the strength and the alpha that you are. You're resilient. You're powerful. You're creative. You have ingenuity and strategy, and you're going to win. Justice will be yours because you're on the right path. And even though you also have obstacles and mountains to overcome, you consistently overcome them. And you're not alone. You have the help of your ancestors and Archangel Michael. So keep battling these goblins, keep battling these wars, keep battling these things, because you will win. And if you learn how to battle through love, through light, also with energy of fierce anger, and you process those emotions healthily, that's very good. There's so many divine people that think anger and fear is evil and needs to be suppressed. That the only acceptable energies are positivity and optimism and peace. But there's also darker energies that balance those energies out. And you have to learn how to process them all. And I think you're balanced. I think that you're fine. I think that there's nothing to really be cause of concern here for you. Yes, I think you're all emotionally attached in a healthy way. I don't think I see very much drama between you guys emotionally. I think that the emotional waters have calmed. And I think what is connecting the both of you right now is all spiritual. So I think you're really on the right path. And I am going to leave this reading, but I am going to pull a Spirit Speaks Oracle for an overall message for the both of you. And these are also available on my channel. I mean, my website, just keep swimming 1111, sorry. And you can go to jks1111.com and you can purchase these there. I have good news. I did order a box of these little puppies. So I went ahead and ordered enough to sustain any new orders that are coming in recently. So that's good news. Because before I was waiting to order the box, but I did just order them. I got my, what do you call it? The check for, from the government to help sustain you through this hard time. I forgot what the name of it is. But I went ahead and made some orders for my tarot and for my Spirit Speaks Oracles. That way I can get those out. Anyways, so this is here. We have Let It Go. Everybody, masculine and feminine. The stimulus, thank you. The stimulus check, thank you. Thank you, markers. Let it go. Let go of what was and accept what is. And I think we should all hang up and go watch Frozen. Let it go. Let it go. I seriously can't sing. But this is just a message for us all. We are all as a group, male, female, masculine, feminine, you know, seniors and youth and everyone in between, single and taken. We are all letting go of whatever was and accepting what is and fully enjoying our present moment. So let's go ahead and do that and remember that as we end this reading today, that this is a time of peace and happiness. It's a time of, most importantly, just peace. And I feel like there is a peace between the both of you. And if you haven't felt peace between the both of you, you totally will. You will experience this peace. Because this, my friends, is growth. And this, my friends, is ascension. You guys have really grown on a spiritual level. And I know I was ready to end this reading. But Spirit was telling me one thing. And Spirit's like, show them a spiritual card about their growth. It's like a sneak peek into your spiritual side. Like just your spiritual growth and what that looks like. Because a lot of you guys have really ascended. So I'm going to pull a card for your spiritual growth. Maybe even a combo. But I am going to do a spiritual read with this. I'm going to go ahead and pull the Moon Oracle. Because you guys got 2 moon cards. And I am also going to pull the Divine of the Ancients. Okay? Because we've been talking about the root chakra and the ancient help. So Divination of the Ancients. That's what we're going to pull. Let's go ahead and get a message for you guys spiritually. Spirit, what is the message for these people's ascension? What's going on? Bottom of the deck is Aura. Observation. A lot of you guys are going to start seeing auras. Really, literally seeing them. You're going to learn how to see things through your third eye. So that's one way. And you're going to start practicing the art of looking and seeing auras. You're also increasing your aura vibration, which makes your aura go from a very close to you, short kind of energy, to a very broad, big energy. You're going to start extending your aura. Learning how to, you know, like Bella in Twilight, she had the shield, which was the aura. You're going to start learning how to expand your shield, expand your aura, you know? And that's what's going to be happening with you guys. All right. The one that we pulled out is coins. Woohoo! Abundance, baby. Your vibration is manifesting financial gain. Financial gain is going to help you in so many ways spiritually. You're going to be purchasing more items for your spiritual ascension. Gemstones, yoga mats, salts for your salt bath, herbs, oracle cards, tarot cards, hopefully my cards. Just kidding. Readings maybe. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to start purchasing things that are good for you in your ascension. You also have the money now to start blessing other people. So I see an energy of giving. Remember, the one that gives gathers. So I see a lot of donations in so many different areas. And I just see that you're going to be growing. And this is a spiritual thing. A lot of people think, well, abundance and coins, what does that have to do with spirituality? Well, the energy of giving is very spiritual, and that's what I see happening. So high five. And the last one is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. What is the spiritual advice for you guys? Gratitude. I told you, the one that gives gathers. Attitude of gratitude attracts more gain. And so I just see a lot of just thankful for this video, thankful you were led here, thankful for your lessons with the ones that you love, thankful for your ascension and your growth, your letdowns and the changes in you, thankful for everything, just an attitude of gratitude. And no wonder that really expands your aura. No wonder your aura is so bright, because you have an attitude of gratitude, which, by the way, is yellow. You know, when you look at aura colors, yellow is confidence, healing, and gratitude. Someone that has a lot of yellow is a very happy, energetic person. Someone that is a giver. Yellow is a giver, okay? It's, you know, think about the sun. He gives. The sun gives life. The sun gives happiness, joy, and healing, and abundance. So we are all in this yellow, bright yellow energy. And the bottom of the deck here is action. So taking action on being grateful. The first way to show the world you're grateful is by giving. Because as soon as you're handed something like money and you give it, as soon as you're handed a gift, what do you want to do? You want to give back, you know? So it's about giving back and just feeling so happy. And so that's a good positive energy. Good job, guys. And let's read this number 23, and we'll be done. Be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is short, and it's conspiring for you. I joyfully turn my attention to what I'm happy for. As we enter the last quarter of the moon, the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards a happy time of giving, to let go of what we no longer need. This is like decluttering too, decluttering your house, maybe giving to charities, giving clothes away, giving toys away, giving furniture away. A lot of that's happening. Okay, so a lot of you starts to begin to turn towards surrender and release. And that is what we're experiencing. Let it go, surrender and release. And so we're decluttering in so many ways. It behoves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative, just by letting go of what we don't need. This attention to paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and be grateful for everything. Yes, all of it, because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened, and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going to well, it jumped to another word. However, now it's going to waxing crescent 4 and dark moon are going to sort that out for you. That's just a side note. That didn't make sense, but I'm going to continue reading this. However, now it's going, and what we have left is the good stuff. Okay? And frankly, most of it's going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things for you that you're grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance to what you've been ditching as far as outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story that you may have started to believe, and everything was going wrong. There's no win. You're suffering, suffering, suffering. If that's your story, guys, where you were telling yourself you're never going to win, everything goes wrong for you, nothing goes right for you, this is ditching that state of mind, ditching that story. Gratitude is a balance. In fact, it normally tips the scales into the positive. Okay. Ocean is going to be very important for someone, or ocean jasper. might be a good stone to meditate with. But there you go, guys. That is your reading. So I love it. Your attitude of gratitude is sending you into a very big healing energy and a much brighter aura. Thank you all for watching this channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the bell icon because that alerts you to all my postings and new lives. And thank you so much for the support of this channel. Please remember this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, okay? And most importantly, keep your head up, guys. You got this. Just take it each day. I know you got this. I'm not even worried about you guys. Don't stress a single moment after you hang up this phone. I love you guys. Have a blessed, beautiful day, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.